Gerald Washington, GW, 4 KOs. Been knocked out 4 times. 4 times KO'd. He's been knocked out by Charles Martin. He's been knocked out by Adam Kawanaki. He's retired via Jarrell Miller. And he got knocked out by Deontay Wilder. He's fought some half decent fellas. Okay, knocked out 4 times. What's it? AK. Hold on, I gotta look at how many fights these cats have had. So he's had 20 fights, 1 KO. 1 times KO. Should really look at the amount of fights they've had as well, though. Who is this? Gerald Washington. How many fights has he had? 20. Okay, 20 fights, the same amount of fights as Kawanaki, 4 KOs. Arguably better opponents, though. Yeah, probably better opponents for Jarrell Miller, Deontay Wilder. Okay, now let's look at. Okay, Robert Helenius has fought 30 times. That's 33% more than the other two, and knocked out. Lost 3 times, KO'd twice. And we're looking at Robert Helenius, 3 KO'd 2 times. So he got KO'd by Gerald Washington and KO'd by Johan Duapas back in 2016. KO'd 2 times. Now let's look at Charles Martin. He's the other Mr. Average. Okay, 28 fights. More than the Kawanaki and Washington, and 2 less than Helenius. Ex-champion. He's been lost twice, knocked out only once. So, Prince Charles Martin, 1 times KO'd. Was KO'd by Anthony Joshua 2016. And he lost to Kawanaki by unanimous decision. Okay, so we have a tie break, so we're going to have to find the tie break. The tie break is between Adam Kawanaki and Charles Martin. Okay, so we have a tiebreaker in the battle of the Mr. Averages. Okay, so we're going to have to look at the better who got knocked out by the higher caliber opponent. And we know that Charles Martin got KO'd in his title defense against Anthony Joshua. So a tiebreak's going to come down to who got knocked out by the better opponent. The person who got knocked out by the better caliber opponent is the guy who wins the battle of the Mr. Averages. Let's have a look who knocked out Adam Kawanaki. We know who it is. It was none other than Robert Helenius. Super 6 of the averages. How is Kawanaki shortlisted coming up for KO loss? Well, that's what we're looking at. Otto Wallin beats the Nordic Nightmare. Otto Wallin doesn't even make the battle of the averages, though. Serious talk, real talk. Otto Wallin hasn't even elevated himself to the battle of the Mr. Averages. He's not in it yet. He needs more work to do to get on the short list. Wilder versus Big Belly would be a fight. Big Belly possibly coming back in as soon as February 2022. Check the video I've done. Allow me to present to you the king, the prince, or the king of the battle of the Mr. Averages. How did I arrive at this figure? Well, okay. We had Gerald Washington, around 20 fights, knocked out 4 times. And then we had Robert Helenius, Robert Helenius, he's fought 30 times, knocked out twice. Then we come down to AK, Adam Kawanaki, and Charles Martin. So Charles Martin has the edge again because he's had 28 fights in comparison to Kawanaki's 20 fights. Kawanaki 20 fights, Charles Martin on 28 fights. And they've both been knocked out once. And so we needed a tie break. There was a tie break, and we had to look at the caliber of who got knocked out by the better caliber fighter. And for Adam Kawanaki, that was Robert Helenius. But for Charles Martin, it was Anthony Joshua. So Prince Charles Martin emerges as the king of the Mr. Averages.